Hey everyone, thanks a lot for joining 302 Sobriety. Let's get right to it. I'm taking my day one day at a time. Tomorrow past, things happened in the past. My future is not written in stone, and I'm living in the present. That's why they call it a present. That's one of my mantras that my friend of mine, Robbie, reminded me that he waits for me to say it, and this is for you, buddy. Uh, Thanks for all your support and everything. But just to let you know, I have about 2 weeks left before I make that move to off grid. Again, you could check out my channel, Off Grid Rooster, on YouTube. Uh, 2 weeks, and the reason why, I've got two things to do. I've got to remove my fuel tank down to get to my fuel pump, so I could change my fuel pump and the fuel line. I've changed everything in that car except for that, and it's sputtering, and you hear like this whining sound from the tank itself, and it's giving me false readings. The float inside is saying that I have a quarter tank of gas, and then my car stalls out. So I have to do that, and the end, hopefully I do that this week coming up. Uh, if this if they have an appointment. If they don't have an appointment, then I'll put it for the following week. But the following week, I think about May 1st or something, the 29th, I have to get my hitch put on the back of my Van Maria. And the reason why I have the hitch is because I could carry the stuff, because I'll still be living here. It's just, it's commuting back and forth. It's about 8.5 hour drive from where I'm at, and it's doable. I could also hook up an RV, leave it parked after I buy the land. You know, it is what it is. I'm taking it a day at a time. I'm happy. Uh, I'm just taking care of business, and that's how I do my sobriety. Taking care of business. Uh, I take care of business. If I put my sobriety second, I can't have anything else. So my sobriety comes first. My brains are focused not to get so much into my head, because it's almost impossible not to think of things. So I get in the zone, and I get my bearings back. I meditate. I go for a walk. I do things what I have to do to ground myself. And it's been working. I will continue doing that, but sobriety has to come first for me. And I'm doing this for myself. I'm not doing it for family. I'm not doing it for anybody else. I'm doing it for myself. I'm happy. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm surrounded. I hear from my peers, my positive people out there, that we keep each other in line. There's things that I go through that I mention. It's really not a big deal, but I just mention it so you understand that I go through it. This is not all about positivity. There's work that comes behind it, but how you handle it is what's important. So it takes work, just like everything else in life. Like my off-grid move is taking work, and I'm doing it by the grace of my higher power. Because without my spirituality, with my higher power, I don't think I'll ever make it, because I was just lost. I really was lost, and only very few knew how I was when I was younger. So scatterbrained, evil things, crazy stuff. So, but I've come a long way. I've really come a long way, and I'm thrilled. I'm happy. If I would have known what I know now, everybody says that. If I know what I know now, I would have been a different person. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'm happy. I know what I learned, to use now. That's a big key thing. The same energy I used to go get that bottle, to go get that drink, get that drug, whatever I was using at the time, the same energy I would walk miles to get something, to get high, to alter my body, my mental status and everything. Well, that same energy I use this now to gain something that's positive, that a healthier goal. It's not about drinking. It's I don't think I'll ever make it if I was drinking, because my mind would have been thinking so many different things, and I would be going that way and I'd be going that way. So it takes time, it takes work, it takes patience. You have to have patience. You have to forgive yourself for what you've done in the past, and it's a simple process. But we, as an alcoholic, as an addict, we complicate things. We say, but no, just all you got to do is keep it simple, very simple. You got to work it. All these mottos that you hear, it works if you work it. That's all true. Take it one day at a time. That's true. Be grateful. Yeah, be grateful for what you have, not what you don't have. Don't look for what you don't have because you want it. Be grateful for what you have. You're breathing this beautiful air. Even when it rains, I get so excited that I'm able to experience this. I'm able to appreciate and be grateful for everything that I have, even the bad people in my life, even the haters in my life, because I learn from them too. I know what I don't like, so I'm learning more about myself. And it's okay. It's really okay. And once you come to acceptance with that, it'll work. It works. It works slowly. Surround yourself with some people that will support you, that will pull you away from that mindset of negativity, of I'm not doing this, this is too hard. No, what's harder is living a life with the alcohol, with that little monkey on your back. That's what's harder. This life is really easy. It's as hard as you make it. And sometimes I could make it harder than what it is for myself. I overthink things. And I know you guys do too. What happens if I can't do this, if I don't get this job? Well, if you don't get this job, you go for another one. That's the flow. That's the ride. That's that roller coaster ride. You go up and down. But as humans, like myself, you have the highs of everything is going my way. But let me tell you something, that roller coaster has to come down. But we have a tendency that we come down. We hold on more to the negativity of what's happening to us than with the positivity that's been given to us. And then we forget about the positive, but we'll always remember about the negative. And that's what drives me crazy when I was, it drove me crazy when I was drinking. So now it's like I have to take a look, at the positive, hold on to that positive as long as you can, because sooner or later it's going to drop. That's the way life is. It's the way you handle it, how you handle it, who you handle it with, who you surround yourself with, how strong is your mindset. You have to be stronger than anything, anybody. Your mindset has to be tip-top shape, and it takes time. It's like exercising. Your muscles get weak. What do? You go to the gym, start lifting up weights, build up your muscles and everything. The same thing you have to do to your brain. You have to rebuild it, because once when I started drinking, I froze in time. And I thought that way. So, you have to try your best to exercise that brain. Read something positive. Get books, get meditation books, quotes, get the big book. That's one of my go-to all the time. For me, what works is the 12 steps. 12 steps, which one do I have to work on that I'm right now not working so hard at? So I got to go back at it. It's an adjustment. It's an attitude adjustment towards myself, how I see things. Because it wasn't the alcohol that gets me all screwed up. Yeah, it gets me all confused and cloudy the way I think. but my way of thinking was off. My way of thinking. So I had to build my brain. I get books to read. I get anything that's a positive that I could get in my brain that repetitive. I have to repeat it. I have to repeat it so it becomes part of me. Just like a cup of coffee and the caffeine. You drink coffee, you get addicted to the caffeine. You take off the caffeine, you get headaches. So you start going through withdrawal. That's a drug in itself, caffeine. So you just back off a little bit. You back off, you wean yourself off, think healthy, live healthy, do the best you can, but change your habits. Change those habits. I used to smoke 2-3 packs a day of cigarettes constantly. Then I started thinking, how much money am I spending per day? Where could I use that money? That money I saved. I saved all that stuff. I feel good. I breathe better. I'm more active. I eat well. I lost a lot of weight. I used to weigh 415 pounds. I weigh now about 185. And felt, and I'm older, and I feel the best that I've ever felt in my life. So I'm not going to lose that. For everything that I worked for, all the legal battles with the DUI that I had, I'm not going to lose all that stuff, all that work to go back for that. Just bury me. That's it. Just bury me. Somebody come over, get rid of me, because it would be a dumb move on my part. And before I get mentally to that part, I surrounded myself with people that are going to talk to me, that are going to say things that I already know that I need to cue it and work it. And that's how they work for me. So do your thing, man. Just do it. You guys take it one day at a time. Be safe. And I pray for you. I truly do. Just stay grateful. Appreciate what you have. See you guys later. Thank you.